Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster battle playing as the Masters of Innovation, going up against the Tallymen of Pestilence, where our army is extremely beat up, and it says Valiant defeat and auto-resolve, but that could not have been further from the truth. I reckon it actually should be saying decisive defeat and auto-resolve. The game is simply not taking into consideration the huge number of advantages that Epidemius has here, and how absolutely impotent our army is in able to deal with this. It's going to take everything that we've got in order to win this fight. Now, I'm going to read out the email first and sort of give some context as to why this guy's attempts have been utterly fruitless, and then come up with an alternative plan. So he says, "Hi Legend, I'm playing as the Masters of Innovation and trying to hold on to the Forbidden Citadel in the hope that I can regroup and take back lost territory. I've just fought off the Decadent Host, but my army is pretty beat up and Epidemius is swooping in to finish me off. I'm pretty sure this is a winnable fight, but after 4 attempts, I'm just not getting it. The gyrocopters seem to be the key. I've tried baiting the enemy to attack a unit of miners on the opposite end of the map, whilst I try to pick the enemy off. The problem is their missile units keep preventing me from sniping Epidemius. Once they eventually find my army, it's game over." Yeah, that's because your army is utterly useless against all of this. Every single demon has got, have a look over here, has got 10% 10% missile resistance and 35% physical resistance, so they're extremely durable. Because Epidemius boosts these units by an absolute ton. The Plague Ogres don't have that physical resistance, neither do these guys here. Now, if you're using the Gyrocopter Trollhammer Torpedo Grudge Settlers to try to snipe Epidemius, that is like the definition of the wrong idea, because Epidemius, if you ever look at his resistances, he has 35% fire resistance, 25% missile resistance, and 30% physical resistance. Adding that all together, it's 90% resistance, if all 3 of those conditions are met, which with the Trollhammer Gyrocopter, it is all met. These are physical attacks, their missile attacks, and their flaming attacks. It doesn't just pick one of those, all 3 of them are applied simultaneously. So the way that resistances work is that if the condition is met, it's basically like an on-off switch. Is it a fire attack? Yep, cool, add that. Is it a missile attack? Yep, cool, add that on top of it. Is it a physical attack? Yep, add that on top of that. If you had a Lichbone Pennant, you can attach it to this one here, so it will do magic attack instead of physical attack. There's nothing to stop it from being a missile attack though, or a flaming attack. You can't toggle that off. So yeah, shooting Epidemius, completely pointless. There's no point. Like, we would use up all of our ammo and probably knock off half his health. So instead, let's try to take out his other units instead, and we'll come up with another way of getting rid of him. If we have a look over here, everything's max battle difficulty. Let's jump in and see what we can do. Yeah, that's another thing as well. So his army is trying to hide by the sound of it so they can buy time for the gyrocopters. That is the right call, you're just going after the wrong unit. Because Epidemius is quite slow, so we can kind of just avoid him and try to take out his army and hopefully army loss him. He's got some pretty powerful abilities. They'll also be able to summon a Exalted Plague Bearer of Nurgle that will not have a timer, so that's just an additional unit that we're going to have to deal with. And we've got a Grudge Thrower, so that unit can't hide, which is, I think it's pretty bright. Let me just adjust this a bit. In the snow, it's just quite bright. So yeah, if we hide every unit that can hide in this forest over here, they're just going to immediately come look for us. We have to only hide 50% of our army. Also, your army is so badly beat up. Another thing to keep in mind as well is that the Decadent Host, their turn comes after Tallymen of Pestilence, right? So that means that you fought them on your turn, and that also means that the remnant of their army could decide to attack us on their turn that's still coming. So if we win the battle, but we only have like 2 troops left, well then they'll just finish it off and this will be basically for nothing. Okay, so we want these ones here to be the ones that are out in the open. Can't do anything to save the Grudge Throwers, so they're just going to suffer lots of damage in this. But I'll try to hide as much as I can. I need them all off fire at will, otherwise they'll give away the position if they go past here, because it's a fairly small map. And I want this in control at 1, this in 2. These ones here, they are stalking, so they can hide anywhere. I think they're going to be really handy, but I just want them over here for the time being. Yeah, over for the time being. You were right about the miners. We should bring them over here to draw them over this way. And these ones as well, bring them there. Okay, they're all hidden. You're not hidden. Now this guy here has got 36 speed, so I think he'll be able to outrun most of the units. So we need to take out all their fastest units, and then he'll be able to run circles around Epidemius, I hope. Also, I think our army is suffering from a plague that's reducing our speed, which is why even we're a bit slower than already being quite slow. So all of that's working against us here. And all of that just wasn't... Like, speed is not a stat that gets taken into consideration in auto resolve very highly, but we need speed in order to win this battle here. So you can see that 85 speed on these gyrocopters, their base value. Yeah, something is reducing our speed by 15%, I think. Alright, let's do the best we can, and let's see how we go. Alright, so these ones run over that way, you guys get over here, and we need to take out anything that's monsters with them. This one should be shooting at maybe the Chaos Warhounds. They got a lot of missile resistance though. He can actually do some damage to Epidemius because of his lack of flaming attacks. This is why I always say that flaming attacks is bad. But yeah, he's got the Dragon Bane gem. A few hits on that, not a lot. Some of those usually want to get in fairly close. Watch out for them though. I think what they're trying to do is pin us down so that the rest of their army can catch up. I think we should go for the Plague Toads of Nurgle first with the Troll Hammers. Because yeah, over there they've got these guys that just shoot us down. Good, they're not going after us here. These ones out in the open, these two are not going to be able to do anything about it. Because, yeah, they're much faster than our Lord. They could pin him down so the other ones can get over there. Now, our Lord would be reasonably good at taking out Epidemius, but there's a 19 level difference, so we gotta be mindful about that. Okay, you guys can maybe take that out. Oh, shit. Okay, they brought that one over here. That's their summon. Okay, hang on, how are we going to deal with that? Alright, you get over here. I'm going to drop your bombs. I don't want to drop the Gyro Bombers bombs because they're better. I want to use them for something else. For like a bigger blob. At least we might be able to kill this one here without it having used up any of its ammo. That could be quite handy. I don't want him in there. I don't want... Over there. This one here, if we can lure some of their forces over this way, that could be good, potentially. Might do some damage to my own troops, but they're not going to win against these Exalted Plague Bearers of Nurgle. We've barely been winning against the Chaos Warhounds. Okay, well that did some decent damage without too much friendly fire. Like I said, as for that one's bombs, I want to save it for a different unit. At least some of these Exalted Plague Bearers have been killed. Hopefully they blob up around these guys here. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll summon this here before they get here, and hopefully use... Oh, shit. Use this to shoot at them. Put them in guard mode, that sometimes works. Good, at least they got the shot off. Charge. No, you can keep fighting that, that's fine. Yeah, this was always going to get wrecked. Did a little bit of damage to them. Okay, hopefully they blow up so I can drop the bombs down on them. Ideally, we want to be at close range so that we use our ammo as efficiently as possible. That's it. All of you guys come into melee so I can shoot the shit out of you. Or if they could use up all their ammo on the summons, that could work. Don't want to send them in just yet. Don't think we're going to be able to save the grudge throwers. Okay, that is a really nice blob. I gotta get in there and drop the bombs, because yeah, these bombs are super friggin' powerful. That is a fantastic fucking blob. This is what we're waiting for. It's probably gonna... Oh no, they used the curse of the slug. Come on, move faster, move faster. Please don't shoot at. Oh god, they're gonna shoot at us. I gotta do it. Even if these units get wiped out, I gotta get in there. Come on, come on, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. God, they're wrecking us, but we're gonna wreck them with this. Alright, the damage we did, 15,000. I'm pretty happy with that. And the plague toads are just about gone. They did some damage to us, but we didn't lose any entities, so that's good. Okay, you need to start running over this way. Just leave them here. Alright, 15,000 damage. Not bad with that. Alright, the plague toads are gone. Now we got to get rid of the plague ogres. There's the beasts of Nurgle, but we should get rid of the fastest units first. The beasts of Nurgle are quite slow. So yeah, you got to get moving over this way. We can use this one here to pin them down if we absolutely need to. Okay, now next thing, I want to start bringing them over here. Yeah, watch out for them. Yeah, we didn't kill enough of them. Shit, I gotta get him around over this way to stop those plague ogres, because their speed, it's not super fast, but they are faster than him. They can pin us down, and okay, I want you to be shooting at that. So if you could charge over here. Yeah, see, we don't do much damage to them. Okay, I need to suppress that. I'm probably going to need to do this. Because, yeah, they're going after him pretty bloody fast there. Come on, use your blasting charges. They don't care about our miners over this way. At least he's fresh and they're kind of tired. Gotta avoid them. Yeah, I think suppressing them is definitely working. So they're losing 30% of their speed, so let's go and get up here. I'm going to take a few shots to get rid of it. And the Beast of Nurgle, they're going to have a hard time catching up. Oh god, these fucking guys here. Alright, I am going to pop this down here. Because I need it to absorb the ammo from the Exalted Plague Bearers. Because, yeah, they're our biggest threat to us at the moment. Alright, take that out. Watch out, don't shoot the gyro bomber. They are shooting at it, I think. Okay, guys, stand over there. We'll lure some guys over there to go help them out soon. Right, it's not like the Demon Slayer can't kill a few Plague Ogres. But I would prefer for him to be at full strength. Shit. Shouldn't stop suppressing them. Alright, he's gonna have to stand and fight there. Problem is it makes him more tired if he's in melee. Oh god, those ogres are actually doing a lot of damage to him. This is why it was so important to take out all their fast units, but they got to us too quickly. Get out of there. Damn it, they're doing so much damage really quickly. Because this guy doesn't have much armor or melee defense, although they are armor piercing, so armor wouldn't have made any difference. And of course they are just fucking unbreakable. Come on, get rid of it. I need this guy to live. If he gets wounded, as in wounds. Fucked. Okay, they're broken, that's good. Oh god, 10 speed. And that only held them back a little bit. Alright, we've still got... You guys come over here. There's still another Plague Ogre, but that's too far away for us to really worry about. Wounded, though. Need to suppress that. Okay, yeah, now start getting rid of these Beasts of Nurgle. I'm actually really surprised how long that one's held up for. Hopefully this one here actually gets a chance to rally. Don't get too close to these ones. Go, 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 go. Gonna have to make another run around. Because we're not ready to deal with them yet. The bounce power is still not in our favor. Now, if we did get shot by this one, I'd rather them shoot at this one, because I've got a better chance of dodging it with them. So that's a summon. You can tell it's a summon because it doesn't have any experience where the other ones did. Good, they've just got a little bit of ammo left. Beasts of Nurgle are quite tired. Okay, see if we can just dodge the last of that bit of ammo. Yeah, that guy actually might rally as soon as he's moved away from the rest of them. Okay, then you're going to do another pass. And what we need to do with these ones, come around over here and see if we can kill off some of the stragglers. Because yeah, with these Exalted Plague Bearers of Nurgle, as long as they don't actually destroy any of the gyro bombs or gyrocopters, we still are 100% effective with our ammunition. Oh, come on. Okay, that one's at least used up all its ammo, and that one's gone. Good. That is good. Alright, next one. That's probably going to rally. Next one is over here. Okay, got another idea. This guy's trying to cut us off, but we could maybe set up a trap for him. Good, this one rallied. Go take out that Plague Ogre. That one could potentially rally as well. So yeah, with the Gyrocopter Trollhammer torpedoes, with the Beasts of Nurgle, we want to kill them as quickly as possible so they don't get use of their regen, otherwise it costs us lots of lots more ammo. Also, the flaming attacks will slow down their regen, but the flaming attack doesn't really last very long. Right, so that one rallied, that's good. You're not going to be able to outrun that. Oh well, you're just going to have to fight it then. Man, they feel really sluggish. If we don't isolate a unit, these ones aren't going to be able to do very much. You'd be surprised how little damage this one is actually going to do, but it's our highest damage unit that's on the ground. These ones here, they're not going to be able to take out the infantry very well. Once they've taken out the monsters, yeah, that's them having done their worst, but it's the only effective unit that we've got for this. Alright, for them, I might try to get them to shoot Epidemius a little bit. We'll see how much damage we do to him. It's not nothing. They're going to get wrecked, can't do anything about that. This guy could really use a bit of time to rest. Right, still got Plague Ogres over there, and then we'll go and pick up some more ammo. Wait. If I take out the Plague Ogres with this ammo, do I even need this one to get any more ammo? Because it's not good against infantry. I don't know. Might be better to give ammo to the Skyhammer. Too bad you can't restock their bombs. That'd be really good. Watch out for this one. Rallied again. Alright, I'm going to bring out a unit of Slayers because they're reasonably quick. I just need to get their forces to... Shit, biscuit. I need to get their units separated. Oh, damn it. I got rid of one of my guys. So how much damage did you do with your shots? You did a bit. Yeah, if they come at us with a concentrated force at him, it's not going to work to use this. He's not going to be able to hold them back for very long, and that takes a lot of volleys to kill even a single one of these Plague Bearers. They are so durable. We've also got the ability to strip away some of their triple 3 actually. Strip away some of their missile resistance, but you can't have negative missile resistance, so it'll only strip away 10% of it. Alright, Slayers are... Oh, shit. Shot at us again. But as soon as we take out those Plague Ogres, that's all I really need these ones here for, apart from, you know, they're good units and you'd want them to recover. But I need to get rid of them quickly because they're the only ones that can catch up to our Lord. Alright, I'm going to need to... Shit, let's move them back a little bit. At least he's recovered most of his fatigue. I'll have to wait until they come out of the forest, otherwise we're just going to shoot at nothing. Alright, in terms of their Exalted Plague Bearers ammo, I think they've still got one with some ammo left. It's just hidden in the forest this way. Where are they going? Looks like they might actually want to chase after our Slayer unit here. Yeah, that does seem to be where they want to go. Alright, well his speed's 38. He's actually faster than the Lord. Again, got to focus on the... Shit, there's no... On the Plague Ogres. I think they've used up all their ammo. Let me just take stock of them. So there's... Yeah, there's 1, 2... Where's the third one? Wait, 1... Yeah, they've all used up their ammo. Okay, so we're safe up in the air then. Not sending anyone over to him. Alright, we've got 5 volleys left. That should be enough to take out 6 Plague Ogres. But yeah, now at least they've lost all their speedy units. Well, they mixed in amongst these guys here. That gives them a bit of resistance. Kind of. Oh, that reminds me as well, is of the Talisman of... Oh, it only affects demon units, so it's not going to affect Plague Ogres. Problem is they're sticking together. We need to get them separated. 3 volleys left. 3 Plague Ogres. So this one here did 30,000 in damage, but yeah, anything else that we shoot just isn't going to do much damage to them. It's not great against infantry. The shots overkill them. Yeah, wipe it out. Good, no more large units, apart from Epidemius. Now with the last few volleys, let's show just how pointless it is to actually shoot at Epidemius. So... yeah, it's pretty much pointless. Alright, now, how are we going to deal with this? I gotta get them separated, there's no two ways about that. You come back up this way. This guy's speed is 27. He will not be able to outrun them. So I'm just thinking, who should we be restocking? I'm just going to shoot it. Whatever. He's at last of their ammo. I'm not going to restock that one. I think the highest damage, most amount of ammo unit is the Grim Delvers, but we have to pin their units down in order to use that unit properly. Or I could maybe use the Sky Hammer. Maybe. Would have been good if we could have merged them into a single... Oh, no. The Quarrelers aren't going to do much in this situation. Alright, let's run over here. Still don't really like what's going on. I need to get them separated. I'm going to put these ones on the ground. See if just one unit can come after us. So they don't know where we are there. Gotta get someone separated. Because yeah, if we use our entire army up against their entire army, we won't win. Now another thing is because this one here only has 27 speed, If we take a shot at it and then try to run away, that's also not going to work. That is visible. Now they're being cautious. Alright, I think I'm going to need the Sky Hammers to go pick up some more ammo. Because the suppression could be really handy. Because it's 30% speed reduction. If we can get them to... If they chase after the Grim Delvers and then we start shooting at them with the Sky Hammers, because they didn't lose any entities, apart from what we had already lost prior to the battle. Yeah, we could maybe use that in conjunction to help them out. Because yeah, we get 5 restocks. Current situation does not look good. Even if we did all the restocks on this one here and shot Epidemius, we don't have enough ammunition to kill him. Yeah, they are not sending anyone separating their forces, are they? Oh, hang on. Yes, they are. They did. Alright, good. This is our chance. And it's a unit of just... It's Plague Bearers and Nobles. That's fine. That's fine. That works for me. Alright, none of their units should be as fast as this guy here. We just need to watch out about getting exhausted, because then they'll get caught. If we can get Epidemius away... Oh, shit. I forgot to get up on the... God, idiot. They'll probably come back, but... Hang on. Don't really have that much use for them anyway. Alright, so... It's up to the Grim Delvers here to smash this, while this guy just keeps them busy. But yeah, Epidemius is isolated. Yeah, keep them on the ground. That could actually work for us. Alright, they're about to probably get detected. Now, don't expect them to just be instantly deleted, because they've just got shitloads of resistance. This will help a little bit. But this is probably our best bet of actually dishing out any serious damage. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So Epidemius is exhausted. Speed is at 24. Could use this one to shoot as well, but doesn't have that much ammo. Get him to pin it down. Just need them to keep shooting. Stay close to Epidemius. Keep him separated from the rest of his army. Work with that. Alright, I will need this one to shoot as well. Okay, these rangers are much quicker than the Grim Delvers. But yeah, you can see it's just really hard to dish out any serious damage. Alright, if I can get our Lord to go and fight Epidemius, in his current condition he probably won't outright win. But if I send in a bunch of hammerers as well, they might be able to help out. Thing is, he's also a mortis engine, so that's going to do some damage. The Slayers would have been... Yeah. I reckon if we can get these two to pincer him while they're busy over here, that could work. And you got to get close to Epidemius. Don't let any of them come over this way. And that's another thing, their units will fight to the death. Okay, I want this guy out here as well. Yep. We've kind of got his attention. Kind of. Don't think anyone's going through the forest. Get back. They're all going after the Slayers. So yeah, that cost me a little bit, but the plan is working, it seems. Come on. Okay, that should disintegrate them. Good. Alright, one unit taken out without too much damage.
Nothing can stop us! Slayer, I'm guild approved. Marching's thirsty work.
Alright, now these guys... I don't think they used up enough ammunition to really warrant a restock. Just yet, because we've got to be careful with how much we use of that.
Move now! Going that way.
Get them together. Alright, you can shoot Epidemius a little bit. Every shot counts. Yeah, doesn't do a lot of damage. Alright, we're gonna have to fight in a moment. Also, he doesn't have like an explosion ability.
Come on!
Okay, you can get up in the air again now. Okay, here we go.
Ready to strike! Nothing can stop us!
Yeah, he does. It didn't do very much damage though. Okay. Just wanted to basically be distracted fighting the hammerers so that our
Send a slayer!
Demon Slayer can hit him in the ass
Hurry it up!
and hopefully kill him. Oh god. Don't tell me Epidemius is actually going to win this fight here.
Hammer us! Demon Slayer! Kill Urks! Hammer us!
I don't want this Grudge Settler unit getting wiped out. I'm going to pull it back. We could do this to help him out a little bit. You need to go back into hiding.
Charge!
Oh, fuck's sake. He can't beat Epidemius. Did he get wounded? Oh shit, that's gonna hurt. Alright, we're gonna have to shoot him.
Valea, bless our aid!
Hey, they did alright. Oh, we still got the missile resistant debuff on him for like 7 more seconds. One more volley would be great.
Vengeance!
Alright, you get back over here.
Move now!
I really thought that they would do a bit better than that. Okay, so they handled it. Oh, you don't want to get hit by him. You can do a lot of damage in a couple of... Oh shit, the mortar tension effect is getting them. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. The unit's not wiped out though. Okay, Epidemius is gone. Good. Alright, now we just gotta go back into hiding. Alright, I think I can warrant a thing now. Get them back over here. Oh, okay, none of them died from that explosion, but... Oh, shit. You need to come over here and slow them down, because otherwise... God damn it. It's slowing us down. They're gonna get some kills in on us. Yeah, they're getting kills. Right. I need the Grim Delvers more than I need these Rangers. Get them out of there. Good, now that we've killed Epidemius, it'll be a bit easier to crumble their units, so that's good. Bounce power's still not in our favor. Some Demon Slayer. Okay, I'll pull back. It's gonna take too much friendly fire. Good. Yeah, if we can get them crumbling like that, then that means that it's just ammo that we don't have to spend, essentially. Alright, give this one here a restock. Alright, this one here is not going to be able to keep up with them, so sacrifice yourself, I guess. These ones here... Alright, I need you to actually go back around this way. Luckily they're still fairly fresh. And these should go back into hiding any moment. Okay, they went back up to full health. So that's good. Alright, I really can't use him anymore. I think the balance of power may have just shifted. It's playing our music. But we've certainly taken a beating. Alright, this unit, I want it out of... I want it back into the forest. I don't want to get it wiped out. Because the Grudge Settler, they're very valuable. Oh god. If it hits us with a poison attack, then we're going to be too slow. Even though we're... it kind of. I need suppression. Where is my gyro bomber? Go. Because yeah, I need this unit now to be the bait. Okay, so looks like they're sending a unit of Exalted Plague Bearers over this way. That one's reasonably tired. That's good. So they're going after them. Slow this one down if you can, because not necessarily trying to just shout damage, you need to lower its speed so I can get around it. Oh shit, we actually got caught. Their speed, oh shit, it's faster than ours. Right, you gotta get back over this way. Didn't realize they detect me from that distance. Oh god, if they use Curse of the Slug, whatever. Shit, this one's more valuable than the Slayer.
For the ancestors.
Get that one back.
Get moving.
Okay, they've outrun the ability there, and that's been slowed down a bit. Let's look up a little bit, although I need this one to go into melee with it, because, like I said, they're less the number of entities on this one is less important than the number of entities on this, but I still need this unit, largely for this ability. Also, they're faster than them, so I can get their attention and then draw them back. Yeah, don't need to keep shooting them, we did what we need to do there. Maybe a little bit of friendly fire, but good amount of damage being done, that's good. But yeah, it's playing our music, so that's a good sign. Just keep it in their line of sight. Try to keep the friendly fire at a minimum, please. Keep that one running around.
Fire on the foe! Come on! Take them down!
That unit will still survive the battle at least. It's not wiped out. I'd rather not have to restock that one again, because every restock that we give this one, that's fewer restocks this one's going to get. Yeah, we definitely get more damage output from their ammunition than we do from them. So this one here, that unit should still survive. In order, unless of course we lose. Shouldn't be wiped out. You know, sometimes you got to risk units in order to get the job done. But yeah, you can see how just standing still and holding a defensive position had no hope of victory here. 0% chance. We had to use multiple stages of this one's ammo in order to do anything. And even after having killed their general, they just, look at that leadership, they're just not going to break. They're not going to crumble. Too bad we don't have some Doomseekers. Those would be really good for these demons, because they got magical attacks and anti-infantry. How much damage did these ones end up doing? They did okay, considering they weren't very... They didn't have a lot of entities when going up against Epidemius. I just keep this one out of it. Can't do anything more, and I don't want to risk it getting killed. God damn, these plague bearers. When they're in this sort of like loose formation like this as well, it makes them really hard to hit. They don't have missile block chance, so it's really just about getting rid of their missile resistance.
Yes! Nothing can stop us! Now we're ready!
I can see a lot of shots missing, but at least we got that one crumbling potentially. Is it? Nope.
The clans unite!
There we go, there we go. Stop firing on it, stop firing. It's good. That's all good. Right, you need to go back and get another restock.
For the ancestor gods!
Good. Another unit gone. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. We had a little bit of a chance to recover. That's good. Alright.
Where the doom is.
Right, if I play my cards right, if I take out one more unit of Exalted Plague Bearers, we might just inflict the army losses. Stay well away from them. How much damage did he end up doing? Wasn't too bad, I guess. Good, got our ammo back. Some of our ammo. Alright, we need to lure another unit over here, because obviously this one can't take out everything, and our front line is non-existent. We have to sacrifice it at the start. Want to preserve their balance of power if possible. So, how are we going to get one of their units to just come over here? Because he's not worth much now. I guess reveal them and they might send one unit over this way. This is giving them a chance to recover some fatigue. But they're primarily going to keep chasing after the Dragonback Slayers. That's good. That's what I want them to do. I just want one unit to come over this way. Nurglings might be a good choice. For us, that is, if they do that. Come on, get to active. No time. Gotta go. So how many restocks do we have left? 2. Alright, how about you come out as well? Because yeah, this is just not worth that much. They're not seemingly sending anything to come in. And they can't see them. But you come out as well. Come on. We're visible. Come at us. Alright, I'm going to try dropping the sky hammers over here. See if... Okay, this worked. I didn't want 2 of their units coming over here, though. Although, if it's just Nurglings, they're at least easy to deal with. This would be a really bad idea. While we would get armor-piercing missile damage, what do we need armor-piercing missile damage? Oh, still, armor-piercing missile damage still does damage to non-armor-piercing. Sorry, non-armored units.
For mountain and hall. Moving out. Yes. Righto.
Good. At least the Nurglings are a lot easier to get them to crumble.
For the High King.
Don't want to restock their ammo. It's just not as valuable as theirs. Good, that one's a goner. But yeah, killing the Nurglings isn't going to make a huge difference. We really need to get rid of Plague Bearers. But hey, dropping this one on the ground seemed to be allowing them to bring some units over here, so that I'm happy with that. Good, the line of sight's good here, not too many bumps. So many maps in this game, it's got bumps everywhere. Makes guns really hard to use.
Master engineer. Take to the air.
This guy can hold on a little bit. Giving him extra physical resistance is obviously pointless.
Bless our aid. Let the vengeance begin. Scuff, Kazoo.
Alright, I'm actually going to do this because a bit of extra damage could be useful, and they're not going to get hit now. It's gone. Oh, great. Now I can't rotate them around. So lure this one within its range if we want to make use of that, because yeah, I can't turn them around now at all.
Ridge far, ridge fast. Get moving. Go, dull.
That ability does last a while.
Hit on.
Right, just fire it well.
Show blood.
Good.
Gyro bomber.
Well, we got a bit of use of that extra damage output, so that's great, I guess. Didn't cost us anything to do it. Good. Another unit bites the dust. Good stuff. Good, we keep this up, and we've got it. Alright, what are they thinking with that Nurgling? Oh god, he's exhausted. Need to draw that Nurgling away. And this one's going to have to go around this way here. And I think I may have to get this one up in the air soon to suppress them. He's not getting a chance to recover.
Nothing can stop us.
Even at very tight, 32 speed. Oh, no, there's a bit of an issue. Alright, I gotta get this one up in the air. I gotta stop that Nurgling unit from catching up to us. Although, the other unit's backed off. Okay. Maybe the Slayer could just beat it.
Ranged firepower ready.
Maybe. It depends if they go over there and help. Because now he can't get away because he got poisoned.
Anad, come on. Kazoo.
No, it looks like he got him. Okay, this should be the last of the Nurgling units. Good. Alright, get away from that.
We demand blood.
Another Exalted Plague Bearer coming over here, and we just army lost them. We did it. Oh my god, I didn't even use these ones here, but they weren't going to do very much anyway. That was a really fucking difficult battle. Holy moly. Just because it says valiant defeat doesn't mean it's an easy win. There are some battles where a decisive defeat is easier than a Pyrrhic victory or a Pyrrhic or valiant defeat. Just depends on what you've got versus what they've got. So yeah, I think these units are wiped out, but everything else should be fine. Apart from the garrison, which doesn't matter. I don't think the Trollhammer torpedoes are wiped out. No. Definitely would have been better if we didn't take any casualties on them, but... Oh god, that's not very much replenishment. Thing is, if you're up in the Chaos Waste, you're probably not going to get much replenishment in the first place. Oh, man. He recovered. Now we got to see if they're going to make the attack. I'm not going to recover any of the Trollhammers, but yeah, I'll grab that. Now let's see if they're going to make an attack. I can't see how many units they've got. And of course they can instantly recruit troops. So we will see. They didn't do it. Okay. That gives you at least a little bit of time to recover. Yeah, that's not possible to win. There's nothing you can do there. Why don't you have the miners here? I don't know. Alright, let's have a look. So that was at the Tower of... Wait, where was it? I thought it was up in the Chaos Waste.
Demon Slayer.
No, it wasn't that army.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it's this one.
Demon Slayer.
Ah, Forbidden Citadel. Right. So, of course, that's where it is. Oh, so, okay, so it's green territory, so you're actually fine. I thought it was the Chaos Waste. I thought it meant one of these ones here, but I can't memorize every single settlement's name. Okay, well, the enemies aren't nearby, and you are getting a decent amount of recovery here, because it is green territory. And this army actually wasn't plagued. Or maybe it... No, it definitely wasn't plagued. But look, their speed's much better now, because his speed's 42, but it was 36 in the battle. And the... Well, the plague wasn't causing any issues. Unless there was something... As into their speed. Unless there was something that Epidemius himself was causing. How did he get away so fast? He just force marched away. Well, anyway, your army is fine. You get a bit of a chance to recover before they come and attack you again. And at least we got a few bits of experience there for them, so that'll... I think the biggest problem here is really want that one to recover as quickly as possible. But yeah, that was a really difficult battle. If I had to rate that in terms of difficulty, I know it probably doesn't look like it, I'd probably rate that one a 9 out of 10. Not the most difficult I've ever dealt with, but that was really up there, because it required every bit of cheese that I could possibly do in order to do it, because there wasn't really that much. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Later, guys.